When you keep holding on to relief-centered thinking, you are already bewitched. Let me say it one more time because you need to grasp how serious and how dangerous it is. When you hold on to relief-centered thinking, you are already bewitched. Why? Because holding on to relief-centered thinking, people do it because they won't hold on to relief. Or you can call it self-validation. And why do people hold on to relief-centered thinking? Most of the time, it's because they don't want to upset some people around them. It doesn't have to be someone close to them. It can also be just strangers out there, just society in general. What I mentioned before, relief-centered thinking is darkness. It's not in agreement with Christ. And even from a natural point of view, if you put it in perspective, relief-centered thinking is very dysfunctional and is even harmful when a collective practices it. One example, look at World War II, World War One. Look at the James Jones cult or the Davidian Koresh cult, or you have neo-Nazi cults today. That's relief-centered thinking collectively practiced over there. Society itself is a collective avoidance of violence, which we justify by our relief-centered way of thinking. When you hold on to relief-centered thinking, just for the benefit of being left alone, you are already bewitched. Okay, no woman dressed in a gothic style in dark clothes is going with a wand to you and scream weird hymns and some spell comes upon you. No, it's not going to happen that way. When you read the book of Galatians, Paul asked the Galatians, who has bewitched you? That you started off with Christ and now you're going back to the old. I'm paraphrasing, you can read it for yourself in the book of Galatians. So I'm asking you now, are you bewitched? I'm not talking about when people did Obeya or Santeria or Voodoo or any of those other disciplines upon you, because such things exist. I know about it, okay? But bewitchment does not begin with people doing rituals upon you or slaughtering animals by making demonic pacts against you. Bewitchment doesn't even begin when you have a group of people concentrating negatively upon you by murmuring and hating on you, because that's also witchcraft. But bewitchment does not begin there. Bewitchment begins when you hold on to ways of thinking that are inconsistent with Christ, of which you know you should let go of, but for convenience reasons says you hold on to it. The moment you hold on to relief-centered thinking, you are already bewitched by the world around you, and it's you cooperating with it. Look, I don't know what's in your head. Neither am I trying to know what's in your head. Just understand this. Anytime the Holy Spirit reveals onto you that a way of thinking or a way of relating to something is evil, that is darkness, obey the Holy Spirit and reform your thinking towards that. For example, if you like drinking beer, there's nothing wrong with beer in itself, or just like there's nothing wrong with wine, or there's nothing wrong with apple juice, or with grape juice, or with sake, which is Japanese rice wine. But if you relate, if wrongly, to beer, then that is a trap onto you. So, the Holy Spirit is not telling you to ban beer out of your life. The Holy Spirit is telling you to renew your mind concerning beer. Well, that's what a lot of you need. You need to be renewed in your mind. Because some of you, you're bewitched. Let me just say that's this. You are bewitched. And the people around you keep you trapped in that bewitchment. Because the moment you want to think differently, in a new way, those people are going to act out against you. Some even become upset with you and want to fight you physically. Because the demons inside of them are trouble because you're now leaving the negative. And you want to keep those people at ease. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with you being concerned with the people around you. But come on now, it should not be at the expense of your spiritual well-being. Absolutely not. Many people, because of their concern for other people's well-being, because they didn't relate well to empathy. There's nothing wrong with empathy, okay? There's nothing wrong with sympathy, empathy, and compassion. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. But if you don't relate well to those things, it can be a trap onto you. And you can be bewitched by your environment. That's not what I expect from you. I expect you to agree with Christ so that you operate in true freedom. Okay? This video has been how many minutes? I can't see it. Oh, 5 minutes. So, I'm going to close it now. I don't want to make it too long. Just agree with Christ. I pray for you to agree with Christ. Please agree with Him. That's very important. Well, that being said, be at peace.